string reverse. Now, this function is used to reverse a given string. Okay, so the syntax for that is character star strrev character string. That is, whatever string that you pass within the bracket will be reversed automatically. Now, what is the algorithm followed behind this reversing a string? Now, first you need two variables. One is I and another one is j. Now, what happens here is that I is placed as the first character of the string and j is placed as the last character of the string. Now, then you have to interchange the characters of I and J. I mean the positions. I is the first place, J is at the sixth place. Okay. Now we have to interchange the characters at that position. Okay. Now, for example, let's look at this. Hello is given here. Now what happens? I is placed here and J is placed here. I is placed at H and J is placed at O. Now what happens is that these characters at positions I and j are being interchanged. Okay, so h is moved to this place and 0 is moved to this. I'm sorry, o is moved to this place. Okay, now after that, your I values incremented and j values decremented. That is, you move for I, you move from left to right, and for j, you move from right to left. Okay, you keep approaching towards, both the variables keep approaching towards. Okay, now so I is incremented, now I is at E and J is decremented, that is at L. Okay, now the characters at these positions are interchanged. So E is pushed to L and L is pushed to E place. Okay, again done. Now again, I is incremented. Okay, now I is equal to 3 and J is decremented, it's equal to 3. Okay, now in this case, even if you perform the interchange operation, nothing is going to change. So you keep incrementing. So when will you stop it? There is a condition for that. So if again keep incrementing. I is equal to 4 and j is equal to 2. Now in this case, I is greater than j, which means you have crossed the half of the length of the string, which means you have already completed the reverse for the half of the string. Okay, so in that case, you terminate your algorithm. Now, for example, hello is replaced to OLLEH. Okay, and that is the algorithm given here. Now look here. Take two subscript values I and j. J is positioned on last character. I is positioned on the first character. Now string I is interchanged with string j. That is, the characters at I and jth position are interchanged. Then you keep incrementing I and decrement j. You keep doing the interchanging process until I is greater than j. Okay. Then you stop your algorithm. So that is string reverse. strrev within bracket, you give the string. Now, the next function is string copy function. So this function is used to copy the second string onto the first string. For example, if this is your syntax, okay, so whatever value that you give in string 2 will be copied into string 1, which means the contents of the string 1 will be lost. Okay, whereas the contents of the string will be retained as it is. Okay, because you're trying to modify the string 1, something string 2 is placed onto string 1, which modifies the string 1. Okay, that is explained here. The purpose is to copy string 2 into the string 1. So therefore, the original contents of string 1 will be lost and original contents of string 2 will remain as it is. Okay, let's look at the example. Now you have an example here. You have two character arrays, one is S1 and S2. The S1 stores Sam and S2 has Mike in it. Okay. Now str copy S1, S2. Now what happens in this case is S2 is copied into S1. Okay, which means MIK is stored onto SAM. So the original content SAM is lost and instead Mike is stored into it. Now when you try to print both S1 and S2, you get the same output because Sam is lost and therefore you have only Mike left in it. Okay, so this is an example of string copy. Now the next function is string tokenization function, which means strtok. That is, it is used to parse a given string using delimiters. For example, let's say you have a text file with values separated by commas. Okay, so it's a file like 100 lines of file, separate each string separated by a comma. Now, how do you parse this file? Okay, how do you do that? With the help of the string tokenization. Now this is used to get the values separately without the commas. Okay, it will help you to store the values into an array also. Now look at this example. So first you have this pointer, that is token here. I named it as token. and you have a string called problem solving in C, each string separated with a delimiter underscore. Okay, so that underscore is nothing but your delimiter. Now, my output should be problem and then solving and then in and then C. I need all the strings separately. Okay, I don't want these delimiters in my string. Now, how do I do that? With the help of the string tokenization function. Now, token is equal to strtoken. Within bracket, you give the string, comma, and within brackets, you have to give the delimiter. Let it be any kind of delimiter, comma, semicolon, white space, what do I say? Any character that you want to remove from your text file or use to parse your file will be given within the quotes here. So string, comma, underscore. Okay, I've given it here. Now, okay, now what happens in this case? This function will traverse the given string, this str, and the first delimiter is found after problem. Okay, the first occurrence of delimiter is here. Hence, the token, the pointer, will point to the first character of the first string that occurred before the delimiter. Okay, so if the delimiter is here, and this is going to be my token. Okay, now when you try to print it, you'll get problem displayed onto your console. But I don't want to stop it here, right? I have to keep traversing the string until there are no more delimiters. So what you have to do, you have to keep calling the function in a loop until your string becomes empty. Okay, I use a while loop here. So while token not equal to null, while there is a value for token, you have to keep printing it. Okay, so printf percentage s token. Now in the first case, first this will be executed, token equal to str token str comma delimiter. This will be executed, and problem will be stored into token. Now as soon as it enters the loop, my problem is going to be printed here. Now again, I have to move my token, right? I have to move my token to the next place. So what I have to do, I have to again initialize it. So token equal to str token null comma the delimiter. Now what happens? The the pointer, the token will start searching the string continuously, okay? Or else it will stop here itself. So this is why I have to keep calling the function continuously, okay, until my string is empty. Now, as soon as when you have reached the end of the string, what happens? The function is going to return you a null statement. If it's null, automatically you'll come out of the loop, right? So problem solving in C are getting passed here. So this is the example for string tokenization. Okay, I hope you understood the functions, string functions.